Today, we're talking about one of the most important off road skills you can learn. In fact, I would argue this skill is more important than bigger tires, more important than a lift kit, more important than lockers, and definitely more important than horsepower. Because today's topic is line choice and tire placement. I want to say, welcome back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ladies Confident Trail Show. I'm Kristen DeLibero from LadyJeepers.com. And this week, we are diving in to continue a conversation we've been having, line choice and tire placement. Today's topic is line choice and tire placement, or said another way, the obstacle is usually not the obstacle. The line is. And once you understand this skill, something interesting starts happening. Obstacles begin feeling smaller. Driving becomes smoother. You stop feeling like you're constantly reacting and you start feeling like you're in control. One of the biggest myths in the Jeep world is that confidence comes from modifications. You hear it all the time. I am sure someone has said to you, or you have heard it, if I just had bigger tires, if I just had a lift, if I just had lockers, if I just had that Jeep, then I'd feel more confident. Then I'd be ready. Then I'd go on adventures. But what if confidence doesn't come from what you add to your Jeep? What if confidence comes from understanding how to use what you already have? Because I've seen stock Jeeps go places that surprise people. And I've seen heavily modified Jeeps struggle. Why? Because confident driving starts before the obstacle. It starts with the decision you're making before your Jeep ever moves. So let's dive into what is line choice. Let's start simple. Line choice is the path you choose through an obstacle. Every obstacle, or most obstacles, have multiple possible routes or multiple different lines that you could choose. Some are easier, some are rougher, some increase the risk, some reduce the risk. Most newer drivers might look at that rock and think, how do I get over that? Experienced drivers ask, where do I want my tires to go? That's a completely different way of thinking, and that shift changes everything. Here's what I see happen all the time. A newer driver approaches an obstacle, heart rate increases, hands tighten, focus narrows. Suddenly, they're staring directly over the hood. And now they're reacting to everything, every bump, every rock, every movement. And because they're reacting, everything feels bigger. Everything feels harder. Everything feels more stressful. But confident drivers aren't constantly reacting. They're planning. They're reading the trail. They're thinking ahead. And that's where confidence begins. So I want to share with you the P.L.A.N framework. Whenever you approach an obstacle, I want you to remember one word, plan. Because confident drivers don't guess, they plan. So P is for pause. Before doing anything, pause. Stop the Jeep. Take a breath. Slow everything down. One of the biggest gifts you can give yourself on the trail is permission to pause. You do not need to rush. You do not need to impress anyone. You do not need to keep moving. You're allowed to stop. The trail will still be there. L is for look. Now look at the obstacle, and if needed, get out. Walk it. Look at it from different angles. Look at the rocks, the ruts, the high spots, the low spots. Look for potential tire paths. Most obstacles become much less intimidating when you're standing outside of the Jeep because the perspective changes everything. A is for analyze. Now ask yourself, where do I want my front tires? Where do I want my rear tires to go? What happens underneath my Jeep? And what line creates the smoothest path? You don't need the perfect line. You need a safe line. And there's a huge difference. So what do you look for when you start looking at lines? Ultimately, your goal is to keep your Jeep as level as possible through the obstacles. Sometimes you're going to go up and over. Sometimes you might be a little off camber, but your ultimate goal when you start training your eye is when a tire comes up on this rock or starts to mount this ledge or ends up in this rut, what is the whole vehicle going to do? Then you can determine based on what is the vehicle going to do when you pick that line, put that tire on that rock or that obstacle or that rut or whatever it may be. Then you can start to shift based on how the vehicle is going to respond. I've had so many people ask me, best way to learn this, in my opinion, is to go watch. Stand outside an obstacle. So say there's a ledge or a climb or ruts or something off camber. If you are able to safely watch, the more you can watch more vehicles driving over the same obstacle, the more you will start to train your eye. You can start to see how the vehicle reacts. What happens when someone goes a little more left or a little more right, picks different lines. To me, the best way to start to learn, to get that experience, to train your eye is to watch from the outside as many vehicles going over the same obstacle, choosing different lines as possible. That is going to help you to train your eye and your response even faster. And then feeling what it feels like in the driver's seat safely. I recommend making sure you have someone who is more experienced or a coach or someone who is there to help you so that you stay safe the entire time and start getting comfortable driving those. Now, N is for navigate. So now it is time to commit. You're going to drive the line that you picked, that you selected, but move slowly. Trust the plan. This is where a lot of drivers struggle. They choose a line, then halfway through, they panic and they try to change it. So, the more that you can trust your preparation, your eye, the time that you're spending to build that confidence and that eye, the more confident you are going to be. And then ultimately, you will be building more confidence. So let's move on to our next step, and that is going to be understanding tire placement. Now, let's talk about tire placement. This is where things start getting fun. Most drivers focus on the obstacle. Confident drivers focus on the tires because your tires are your tools. Your tires determine the traction that you're going to get, the clearance, your stability, your control. The goal isn't simply getting through the obstacle. The goal is putting your tires in the best possible position. And if you've been a part of LadyJeepers.com for a while, you have probably heard me say over and over again, I believe in practice, practice, practice at home. We have the LadyJeepers.com Spots You program that is actual exercises that are laid out with cones for getting better with tire placement, understanding where your tires are, tuning your skills in, and then they all mimic things that you will experience on the trail. Now we are going to move into the tire placement framework. So when approaching an obstacle, think about these 4 things. Step 1, find the high ground. So generally speaking, higher tire placement creates more clearance, lower tire placement creates less clearance. All right, this is where the experience, having someone help you, you don't want to get off camber and go really high, but I have seen time and time again, sometimes things go wrong when you're trying to avoid rocks instead of putting your tire up on the rock that is sticking out or up on the rocks to bring your diff up and over something. So a lot of times placing your tire on top of a rock is better than trying to drop between the rocks, go around them. And basically, because it protects that differential, it protects your undercarriage, it keeps your Jeep level as you go up and over. Sometimes you may have one tire up and you want to make sure you're not going to drop onto your slider. So this is all about understanding, again, that tire placement. How does the vehicle respond when you put the tire on the obstacles? And again, sometimes if you're scanning down the trail ahead of you and you see some big rocks sticking up, and you're like, ooh, I want to keep my differential and my belly and important things away from those. Sometimes you need to either go up and over other rocks to keep yourself from hitting those, or you may put your tire on that. So this is all about starting to read ahead, understand you're trying to protect that underneath of your Jeep, like we've talked about with our ground clearance. So sometimes you have to help create more ground clearance by using the rocks to help bring your vehicle up and over. And this helps, again, we want to keep our Jeep as level as possible. Step 2 goes right along with that. We're trying to protect the middle. So remember what we talked about in our ground clearance episode? It's usually not your tires that get stuck. It's the middle. It's whatever's hanging down the lowest. It's your belly. So don't just think about tires. Think about what's happening underneath the Jeep. This one habit alone can prevent a lot of unnecessary scraping, unnecessary turtling, or getting stuck. Right. Step 3, think 2 moves ahead. One of the biggest mistakes newer drivers make is focusing only on the obstacle directly in front of them. Confident drivers think ahead. They're already planning for where the rear tires are going to go, how their Jeep is going to come up and over an obstacle. They're already looking at the next obstacle. They have already moved ahead and they're seeing that next move. This is why experienced drivers often look calm. They're not surprised by what's happening. They're already thinking about it. They've already thought about it and they have a plan. Step 4 is slow everything down. Speed rarely improves tire placement. Slow creates precision. Slow creates control. Slow creates confidence. The slower you move, the more information you receive, and the more information you receive, the better decisions that you make. Here's something I want you to try on your next trail ride. Here are some practical exercises you can use right now when you go out, your next ride, your next adventure. Before every obstacle, ask yourself, 1, where do I want my front tires? 2, where will my rear tires go? 3, what is happening underneath my Jeep? And 4, what's the smoothest line available? And then drive it. Afterward, ask yourself, would I choose that same line again? And this simple exercise will dramatically improve your awareness, and awareness is what creates confidence. Most drivers focus on obstacles. Confident drivers focus on lines. Most drivers react. Confident drivers plan. Most drivers hope. Confident drivers place their tires intentionally, because confidence isn't something you wait for. Confidence is something you build. One obstacle, one line, one decision, one adventure at a time. And if you'd like help building confidence behind the wheel, understanding your Jeep, and learning how to go on adventures without feeling overwhelmed, I'd love to invite you to our free web class, How to Rediscover Your Sense of Adventure and Freedom Without the Fear of Damaging Your Jeep, Getting Stuck, or feeling overwhelmed, even if you've never put it in four-wheel drive before. You can save your seat at ladyjeepers.live/trail or drive over to ladyjeepers.com to see all of the different education, web classes, challenges, and more waiting for you. That's ladyjeepers.com. And remember, your Jeep journey doesn't have to look like theirs. And I hope you are out there driving your life. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Ladies Confident Trail Show.
We love to go off-road in our Jeeps because it makes us feel free. Subscribe and join us weekly. Adventure is a skill, confidence is built, and you belong on the trail. This is the Ladies Confident Trail Show. This This is the Ladies Confident Trail Show.